Right on. I'm impatient too. I appreciate impatient people, and we got to get this party started and move our projects forward. That's what I'm all about. Second level is a little more complicated though, because we there's a concern about selling snake oil. I don't want to sell snake oil. I don't think people want empty promises, but there's a long history of marketing in this country and of snake oil salesmen in this country. And it really bothers me when I see the promises that science can make. Understandably, patients want to know. Okay, well, it sounded really good on the news. Where's the beef? And there's a underlying reality that we have to deal with in addition to the marketing ploys about how revolutionary our science is. We hope to do revolutionary science, but there's a lot of hard work to get done. And it's not a straight line between the laboratory and the clinic, far from it. And anyone who tells you differently is, uh, is engaged in marketing, or as my favorite movie in the world, Princess Bride, might say it. Buttercup says, "You mock my pain," and the man in black replies, "Life is pain, Highness." Anyone who says differently is selling something. So I don't want to make empty promises, but it's going to be a long haul, and there's a difference between the promising stuff we're doing in the lab and what can be done now. What can be done now, put to my wife, who's much better bedside manner than I have. We have to do everything, meaning let's talk about alternative medicine. Let's talk about diet, exercise, meditation, a lot of things that we can do today. And of course, check with your doctor before taking any herbs. Have to say the traditional medical view before taking any alternative medicine. Check with your doctor to make sure there are no drug interactions. But there are stuff we can do today. Um, Also, along the lines of when is cancer going to be cured? What's taking so long? Please, I don't make any money off this, but everyone should read this book, The Emperor of All Maladies by Siddhartha Mukherjee. There's a small section in multiple myeloma, which may be interesting, highlighting the amazing progress we've made so far. I'll say thanks to people like Bob Kyle, Ken Anderson, Vincent Raj Kumar, Bart Barloghi, Rafael Fonseca, Paul Richardson, hopefully me soon. Uh, but a lot of progress has been made, and a lot of time and very wonderful thought and compassion went into this book to try to tell the history of our fight against cancer and to rethink it a little bit. I highly recommend it. Lastly, what can we do now? What's taking so long? Really don't want to get political, but it seems like about half the people in this country right now are convinced that the government has too much money and is only up to no good. The NIH is the people in my laboratory and others like it. They're supported by the National Institutes of Health. That is the government trying to do good. I spend most of my time, most of my colleagues spend time scrambling for money, begging and pleading with granting agencies for every little dime. We can figure out how to not we can definitely, all want to cut the budget, but we can figure out how not to slash the science budgets. Already, science in this country is being decimated by the approaches that we've been taking recently, and that's not good. Lastly, again, not to try to avoid being political, but the Affordable Care Act, more than half the people in this country think Obamacare is some kind of conspiracy. The American Cancer Society has come out in favor of the Affordable Care Act. I've worked with the American Cancer Society. They're a phenomenal organization. I've gotten funding from them as well. They're filled with outstanding scientists, clinicians, concerned citizens, patients, and their advocates trying to eradicate cancer. And they have filed an amicus brief in support of the American Affordable Care Act, along with the American Diabetes Association, American Heart Association, to try to say that this is a piece of legislation that is helping patients with cancer. So what can you do now? Diet, exercise, alternative medicine while I'm working in the lab, and you can stand up and make some noise about efforts to cripple the government's attempt to try to do right. We do some things well in this country, and scientific research and medical care are two things that we have done in the past very well and are now under attack. Okay, that's me not being political. Thanks a lot. Take care.